So hello everyone, welcome back in another video. I am Vaibhav and your today's video topic we are going to see different versions of Java and what the functions or what the features are introducing in their different in their different versions. So today date is 13th of July July 2022. So we are going towards our topic. Before that, we see why actually Java will be produced there. Before they introducing the Java, there are some another language in market like Smalltalk, C++. But major problem with the language is that they all languages are platform dependent. That means if any developer or coder producing or writing a code on the basis of that languages, that code will be performed only on that machine. They cannot be work on another machine. That means they are only platform dependent. That means the developer can develop the code on that machine. That code will be only works on or perform on only on that machine. That's why they're introducing a Java. Java is a platform independence. That means that means the developer or coder create a developer code or create application on any devices, and that device can and we can perform that software or that application in another or in different devices like Mac OS, Androids, or all of these things like. Um, so why we need to understand about different versions and different different features of Java? Can we work one? Can we work? Can we perform our functions like extends case in our 1.6 version? Can we perform a functions of each for loop in our 1.4 version? That is actually not. That's why every developer or every coder should have to know why why they introducing the new version or new different features producing in their versions. That's why we have to know all these versions. So let's see one by one. Initially, the Java can perform a beta version of Java, that is Oak. As comparatively the other language like Smalltalk or C++, Java Oak is a platform independent. That means they're producing code in one device and they are having accessibility on another devices. But at initial level, they creating a beta version in 1994 that is not a public phase that have a small use. That's why they launching the Java's next version, that is Java 1.0 in 1995. That time they launching a Java in the market as a publicly. They're giving some basic features in a Java 1.0 like a coding process and same functions like a C++, but in a case of platform independency. After that, they are introducing a next version, that is Java 1.1 in 1997. Sorry, in 1995. In 1995, they are producing a Java's next version with the features like class in class and object creation. So what is class in class method? That means we are creating a one class and we have to inherit that class, another class within that class. That means one class is one block of code is there, and we have to introduce another block of code within that class. That feature will be introducing in Java 1.1. And another feature is that object creation. If you have to call any object from another class, that time we have to create that object in first class, and then we call that method from another class. That feature will be produced in Java 1.1, which is introduced in 1995. After that, the next version of Java is 1.2. It's introduced in 1998. In 1998, launch their Java can launch their version by changing the name as J2SE, J2AE, and J2ME. That means they're producing different functions for the different features for the different implementations in a coding world. They produce J2SE, that means Java 2 Standard Edition. Java 2 Enterprise Edition and Java 2 Micro Edition. So the both are having different functions like in our Java J2 SE, in our Java 2 standard edition, we are able to produce the code in offline manner. That means we producing some applications which are usually we can use in offline manner. So that time we are not need to any more traffic on our side. We are only having some specific size of code or specific memory allocation for that code, and we can performing some operation with that specific code or specific site. That is, we are using a Java standard edition, that is nothing but a core Java. After that, there is a next is a Java EE, that is Java 2 Enterprise Edition. Enterprise Edition is mainly used in our banking sector or in our traffic conditional sectors, like our OTT platforms like Netflix, or our those platform having a highly traffic on that side, or they are continuously in contact with the web and clouds. That time we are using a Java Enterprise Edition. After that, next one is our Java 2 Micro Edition. Micro Edition means there is some micro devices uh, like a mobile devices. Mobile devices means that devices we can transfer from one place to another place, like our TV set, like our some music systems, like our home. They all of these things also need a coding or also need a programming, because they are putting some intelligence, like after the specific temperature the our home will be shut down. After some time, if you are not seeing a set-top box, that will be turn on or turn off after the time clock. That means that time we are putting some coding with the help of our Java Macro Edition. That is done in 1998. After that, Java launching their next version in 2000. That time Java is owned by the Oracle company. That time Java can only owned by the Oracle company, and they launching the next version as a 1.4. After that, there is a next after the owning the Oracle Java, they launching a version of 1.4, and the next version is our 1.5. In our that version, Java can produce different features, adding some different features like keywords, which help to improve the code, or which help to reduce the time of code, or for helping the developer. They only put that specific keyword, and some coding behind that keyword works for that. After that, they introducing some more features in next version, that is Java 1.5. In Java 1.5, they mainly update will be done within a Java 1.5. Before we are seeing previously versions like 1.3, 1.4, they are not major updates are there. There are some minor updates are there, but in 1.5, the major updates are done in a Java. Some of the major updates, like we can achieve the concept of our lambda extension. So lambda extension is nothing but, when in our previous version, if we have to write some methods, we can write as a public static void main, and the parenthesis, within that parenthesis we giving a string arguments, and after that we giving subscript operator, and after that end of block. We have to writing that whole statement, but by using our lambda extension, we are able to reduce that size of code, and we can eliminate the access modifiers, the return type, and the name of that class. Instead of that, we only putting a small directly name by using a lambda extension. That's why the size of code is reduced, the memory allocation for that code is reduced, and the time of developer will be reduced. That feature is including in our Java 1.5 version. And there are also some adding features like calling a object or inheritance. That means we are using previous developed data for the producing new data. We are using previous written code for producing new code or for producing new product from that by using previous data. That also introduced in our 1.5th version. So Java can produce their different functions as compared to their competitors. Java having major competitors like a Python or other languages like that. That's why in early 20s, that time the Python can having the feature like Lambda extension, but Java is not having that. Due to that, Java lose their most customer base in 20s. That's why Java can implement their new versions and putting there some new features in Java. So currently there is a Java having 18th version and having some additional features like object creation, inheritance, interfaces. We can create interfaces in our Java 18th version. That means we don't need to create only return the interface. We are writing data within the interface, and size of code will be reduced in this case. So this is small introduction about different versions in Java. We will cover other versions in another video. Thank you.